People with goals succeed because they already know where they are going to.
A lot of young people are struggling to fit into a place, whereas they hope to stand out.
A strong network is like money in the bank.
This is Let's Talk About It with King Emmanuel.
What do you want to achieve? What are the things that you are expected to do? Because what you can do, God will not do it for you.
When you don't have a goal, you are like a bird flying in the air without direction.
Services you enjoy rendering is a pointer to the gift that you have.
When parents are becoming overprotective, you begin to see signs like when they are screening and monitoring their calls every time.
If you're exposed to bad news, it can lead to mental illness.
I can't survive without it. My life is dependent on it. When you get to that point, when that thing starts, you know that this person is seriously addicted.
All right, our dear friend, is a great opportunity having you at this dial at this point in time. This is Let's Talk About It with King Emmanuel on the Incubator of India, and we are your friend, and we are the best you could have around on the air at this time because we are your number one youth online radio, and we'll go out of our way to ensure that you have adequate information, you are equipped with what it takes to have a successful life and to be a responsible youth in our society. That you can still live your life within the ambience of the law, not living contrary and not going outside the law. And our discussion today, especially be looking at those of you outside the country at the moment, or those that intended, that has a plan, sometimes nearest future or sometime soon, that will be joining the train. What are the things you can do to support, to help your plight over there, so that, because when there are no means, sometimes whatever that is available becomes means. So when the desirable is not available, the available becomes the desirable. And a lot have been caught, and some are even calling off in the jail without the family knowing, without anybody having any information about them. Remember, we want you to have an assuring future, and we want you to be a responsible youth in our society. And that's why, what are the things you could do within the ambience of law so that we can make life easier in the face of the current economic crunch and challenges? So we're having a friend, is a brother, is in diaspora. We've had this engagement with him. This is not the first time, the second time. So today we are gracious to have him again. He will still be talking to us from his house. So I hope you pay attention and listen and make use of the opportunity and the information that will be thrown at you at this time of our conversation. All right, without wasting much time, I'm bringing him on now. Okay. Mr. Adelu Mane, good
Yes,
time, whether good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are, any country of the world. Good to have you.
Yes, it's my pleasure to be on the program again today, sir.
Thank you very much. And thanks for all that
Yes,
you've done for us in the past. Thanks for making our time, even though sometimes it's not convenient. We do sincerely appreciate your time.
My absolute pleasure, sir.
All right. So without wasting time today, as we've discussed, what are the opportunities that a student in the foreign land could take advantage of to better their lot for financial independence, at least as a relief to the parents, or can even help them also too? All right?
Yeah. Okay, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. First of all, I would like to say, like, everywhere in the world.
Yes.
Yeah, including Nigeria and anywhere in the world.
Yes.
when it comes to finances or when it comes to sustenance, one cannot, you can't rule out work.
Okay.
So where one find himself in the world, if you need money, what produces money is work.
Okay. And like my people said that work is the cure for poverty.
Yeah, absolutely, sir. So just the way we do in Nigeria, you need money, you have to get out there and work.
Yes.
So the same thing goes on anywhere in the world too.
All right.
Yeah, because sometimes some people might just say, okay, being outside the country, might just think, okay, money flies just maybe on the street. Now it doesn't work that way.
Seriously.
Yeah, just the same.
I thought there are statues of dollars on the road that you just woke up because people wanted to kill themselves to go over there. Dollars are lay on that bridge, so everybody just go pick. And some of them they will show us on Instagram the kind of life they're living there that is happening here, or is this or is that. So let me know more. So that maybe I'll be thinking of coming if dollars are just on the streets or pounds. I can pick my bag in the next flight.
Yeah, actually, everywhere in the world is work. If you have to live, we have to live a decent life, then you be ready to work for it. Anything you will have in life, anywhere in the world, you have to work for it. You have to work for it. And the truth really is, I think even outside the country, people tend to work more than even they do in the country in Nigeria.
Are you serious?
Of course, actually, you can. Yes, you can see maybe from other people's experience. You can also try to find out this because when people actually travel out of the country, many things that they would not want to do back there at home, you see them doing it with joy. Yeah, they are there at home. Most time when you see a student going to school, it's normal for the student not to do anything. The parent is running everywhere
with a sense of entitlement.
Is okay. Yeah,
the child every month you put me in school. You have to be responsible for me. Okay.
Yes, sir. You see a student, normally in Nigeria, when a student is in school every month or every 2 weeks or every 2 months, he just has that sense that parents should send something to him. And anytime there's no money, just call them, there's no money. He expects them to do that. Okay. Yeah. So I'm for most students in Nigeria, I think most, except for maybe in the recent time, most students don't work. So they just go to school, study and all that. But you hardly see such cases outside the country. Most students actually work. Okay. Yeah, in fact, they do funny things actually, where maybe outside the country, you see students studying and maybe over the weekend, he goes to do some job, maybe sometimes maybe even goes as far as scrubbing toilets, doing some cleaning work, which normally if you tell them to do that kind of thing in the country,
never.
They will not want to do it. They will never want to do it. But outside the country, you see them doing it with joy because they have no alternative. They have to work.
And there's no daddy or mommy to harass. If you don't send money to me, I will leave the school. I will abandon my studies. I will come again.
Yeah, because of living for most of these places. So most of the time, people actually work. You hardly see students who don't do anything. Very rare. Even undergraduates. You see them, some of them, they go to school in the morning, maybe at night. Maybe you see them doing even like a security job or anything. People work. So like outside the country, I think that's one of the good things about going outside the country. It removes that entitlement mentality
and makes you responsible.
Yeah, it brings out that responsibility because the environment will force that out of you. The environment will force you to be responsible. So I think, for most people, just think, okay, once you leave the country, everything is just rosy. You can just get money. And many people believe that it's the government. I think there were some of my friends that will, normally when they call me, they say, please, the government is taking care of you over there. I was just like, which government? Because, it's not like the government are not there in other countries taking care of students, but even most of the government that do most of those things are loans.
Loans that you're going to pay back. Yeah. And they have their database, unlike us here that we can't keep anything.
Yes, sir. So some of these people who took that they end up regretting it because maybe the first 10 years of their life after they finish school, they are still working.
That's true. That they have to pay back.
A lot. a lot. This, in fact, this is so common in the US, especially.
You
Most
can't
students leave
leave.
schools
You can't leave their country. You have to pay up the money before you can move an inch.
Yeah.
Wow.
So most students have student loan, and they have to work for many years to pay that, and which is not a good experience for somebody who's just starting life, to start out life on debt. Yeah. So most of the time, people have to work, even citizens over there to have to work. So some of my friends will say, government is taking care of it. I will just laugh, like, you get anything. Like, really, when you don't know, there's this belief that most of us have that the pasture is greener on the other side.
Sure.
I think
and it's
people have
brand,
that belief generally. Yeah.
It's brand in Nigeria, but it's green outside.
Yeah, but really, anywhere the pasture is green, somebody is wetting it. There must be somebody working somewhere.
Someone is working somewhere. So I wonder, is brand. We should take responsibility to wet it every day so that it can be green too.
Yes, sir. If it's green anywhere, some people are taking responsibility. So I think everybody have to live with that reality that anywhere actually
you will have to
work for you to live a decent life, for you to get what you want in life. Be willing. There's a cost for everything you want in life. You want to live a good life, there's a cost. Yeah, there's some time you have to sweat. You have to work your finger to bone to get that. So I think that's like that would be like a foundation, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Before we continue further, but I used to know that a student visa did not entitle you to work. How about that?
Oh, yeah. Now that depends on the country. Now.
Okay.
Yeah, that depends on the country. Actually, normally, like India, student visa, it does not entitle you to do like an official job. Normally, in a country like India, in a country like China, because I know someone who was like a brother of like a friend, like a sister. Yeah, I remember like there was a time that the person was actually put in, I think he was put in jail for maybe almost a month or two because he was caught working.
Oh, official work that was precluded in the
person was actually, this person, before he left the country, he plays basketball and he was actually very good at it. And so getting there in China, that's a very lucrative job for anybody to do. In fact, maybe more lucrative than many other jobs.
Wow.
So he does that and
only
all
basketball or other sports?
But I think sport generally is good, but basketball especially. Basketball especially.
Okay.
So there, and he was making real money from that. So I think until maybe one time somebody set him up and eventually they caught him working or something. So he has some issues, that kind of thing. So like there's some countries like that, but some other, most Western countries allow students to work. Like the US, like the UK and all that. They allow you to
and that
work.
will be official work, or they won't pay you as much as a professional something, or how in the Western world?
Of course, most of those jobs are actually menial jobs.
Okay.
Except maybe when you're now coming to the postgraduate, when you come into the postgraduate, you can be doing an official job where you are paid salary normally. But most of the jobs that people actually do when they are still studying are menial jobs and all that. So some of them, maybe they work for Amazon, they are distributing goods for maybe like an Amazon, for like maybe an online, maybe just delivering goods and all that. So those are some of the things that a student can do. So they make money from it. Maybe some of them could work in a restaurant, maybe over the weekend. Yeah, some of them could work malls. Yeah, some of them maybe they could help. And then for those that are into online things, I think that one is really making there's a lot of headway in the online things that people can do freelancing. Just by sitting in the comfort of your home, you can help a firm to maybe all the receipt they have over the month to analyze it, do all of that, and from there you make your money. There are some people, they want to write books, you can help them to gather data to write those books. Like freelancing is actually, people do a lot of that these days. So the online thing is actually creating more opportunities for students now.
Since it doesn't require mobility, you don't need to leave the comfort of your home, and you can do a lot within the confine of your room. But let's put it this way. Maybe mention more of other opportunity, that are available, at least, so that people can really look at it? What are other opportunities that we have that are available?
All right. Yeah. Now, depending on the country now, yeah, but especially for most Western countries, you can see maybe a student who is into medical field who can be like a carer in an hospital.
Okay.
Yeah, a carer is not really a nurse, but it's more like a nurse, but it's just like the person is not like a certified nurse.
Understudied nurse, or like our auxiliary nurse in Nigeria.
It's something like what we call auxiliary nurse in Nigeria. To some extent, they can, once somebody can be able to do few things, they can allow somebody to do that. Yeah, so somebody can do that. For some people, they work in, some work in school. Actually, like myself, when I was in India, I had the privilege of working in a school, but I actually had to quit. It was first like a volunteer job. But later they were just like, okay, we would like you to really do this for us, and we'll see how to take care of this. So at that time, I think I already got busy with doing the things of God and all that. So I couldn't pick up that. Although they really wanted me to do that. They really wanted me to. So some people could be privileged to maybe help with kids, school and all that. So that is there. And then for me, actually, I think the first thing I did in India too was maybe buying things and sending it over to the country. So some people have the privilege of maybe buying things, sending it maybe
cheaper over there and send it down to Nigeria.
Yeah, so I think there was a time I got involved in jewelry. Yeah, so there was a time shoe and clothes. There was a time, but maybe there was a time, India is known for their drugs. So there was a time I really got involved in drugs, like buying Indian drugs, sending them to Nigeria through one of my uncle who was actually into the, I was just assisting him and we're doing it together. So much of the capital came from him. So it was more or less like the one doing the business, kind of.
And selling them in Nigeria.
Yeah, he says.
So these are bad drugs. Okay, he's into medical.
Yeah, some of these, will I call it a bad drug? Now you have them in the chemist, but just that we don't have them in Africa. But over here in India, they are just like the normal chemist drugs.
Yes, I know they do a lot of research in drugs, and they are top leading.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
So but with some of them are also Ayurvedic drug, not like the normal pharmaceutical drug. They are Ayurvedic.
Okay, what do you mean Ayurvedic?
Ayurvedic are like drugs from herbs and all that, but they have converted them to like normal drugs. They are more or less like herbs, but different from Africa.
Okay, I understand.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So and those drugs are really very effective. When some of those drugs get into the country, people buy them for good amount of money. And then I think at some point too, I think I helped in maybe buying medical machines. There's some few ones I helped to do and just send it to the country then. So and then there were other friends. So I think a lot of Nigerians who brings things from Nigeria to that because African things are actually very expensive there. So when most of them comes home, they bring a lot of African things back. In fact, from there they can almost get back their money for the flight coming back and all that. So some people get a lot of money from.
So they bring things like food items, soup, ingredients, and.
Yeah, especially like things like Maggi, like our own local Maggi. It's very expensive outside the country.
Wow.
Very expensive. So when you see people bringing things like that, Maggi especially is very expensive outside the country. Okay. So some people bring oil, and some other things like that.
And they allow all these things like palm oil, like gari, like.
Now those ones, those ones who actually have to ship them in. But for the solid goods like Maggi and all that, somebody can bring it as their own personal load.
Yes.
Yeah. So some get into that, and then also too there are people that do online things. So like there's this e-market online. Some students are really getting involved into that. Drop shipping.
Okay. Now, call it drop shipping.
Drop shipping. Yeah,
Okay.
drop shipping is just like having an online market. It's just like a normal
Like an
shop, but it's
e-store
online.
for drugs?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's just like it's an e-commerce, like e-market actually.
Yes.
Almost all goods. You can be selling clothes there, sell almost anything. So a lot of students do that actually, drop shipping. So they have their own online shops. So like somebody want to buy something from China now,
Yes.
they order it from your shop online. You get it from China, and then you deliver it to them. It's just like serving like a link between two different people. Some
I
people
know.
where they want to get those things from, they can. Maybe they don't have the access directly to those. So you just have like a link in between. So you help them to deliver the good. The morning you send it back to them, and your profit, the margin between the margin becomes your own profit.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
So a lot of students do that.
So what about freelance?
Yeah, freelance majorly it involves writing for more, not only writing, it just involves like you doing work for somebody. There's something they want to do. Like my friend, he writes books for people.
Okay.
Like even now it's in Nigeria, but like there are places in like Germany and all that. Maybe they want to write about the story of a particular place. So we just help to gather all the story, go and browse online, gather all the information about. Because some of those people they don't have time to do all of those research and
yeah, so they pay for the time.
So he help them to do those information together and put everything together. Maybe where they need some pictures, go and look for those pictures here and there. Just put that, and maybe like a company who needs somebody to just help them to manage their email, like. And then maybe like manage their correspondence, maybe from their customers to help them back to emails and all that. So
they do that too.
Of course. People do that. Many of the things you see online, maybe somebody has an Instagram, like an official page, and then people are sending messages
across.
So we help them to manage all of that, and people, especially students, get a lot of money from that.
Okay.
Those are some of the few opportunities students can take advantage of.
Then, because I seem to be interested in the IOFA drugs, which are sourced from apps, and then
yes, sir.
The other food part of it, some that are cheaper in Nigeria that you can move in on there and make your money.
Yes,
so
sir.
I'm interested more in that. So some will have to go by sea, some will have to go by maybe as hand luggage or something.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
it depends on the good, actually.
Okay.
It depends on the good, because like when I was in India too, there was this my friend, the female friend, she has a company in Nigeria, like, and she's really doing fine.
Wow.
So like, yeah, those times too, she buys things from India. So I just used to assist her, like, so she will, buy them. And even now, she sends things to different countries of the world. You want to sell African food and all that. She does that job and all that. So like shipping business actually. So it depends on the good. Like let's say somebody like clothes and all that, you can send them by air. And when you send them by air, 2 days, 3 days it's there. But sometimes every shipping takes sometimes like 35 days.
Okay, like 5
before
days.
it gets over to
India.
35.
days. Okay, a month, 5 days.
Sometimes So sometimes it takes like 35 days if you're shipping and all that. But for most goods that are maybe like shoe, like clothes, like bags, jewelry, all of those can go through air. And the person, in fact, they will get it delivered to your house.
Wow, that'll be door delivery.
Almost anywhere in the country now, because most of these companies actually have agents in the countries. Like when I was doing that in India, when I send something to Nigeria, it will get to Lagos, and from Lagos they send it to Bomashaw. From Bomashaw they take it to Lautech.
Wow, that's honestly that's good.
Yeah,
That's good. That's innovative.
The same thing for people that send things to maybe from Nigeria there. Even like that, my friend now, he sends door to door. If you want to send to US now, he will send it and will bring it to the person's door in the US. Maybe send like Hero, like
locust beans,
like
Maggi,
all those kind of things.
Ogbono, all these other
yes,
soup.
Wow. Yeah, all the dry fish and all
dry
that.
fish,
so they get
fish.
Over. Yeah, even me recently now, I'm so much interested in that over here. Like
okay.
Yes, I'm serious. Like last week, like myself and my good friend were still talking about like going into that. Because like when I came here, the person I first met who was like would I call her like a mentor who then she was one that used to take us to church and a very close person. Then that's like what she does. She has an African market. So basically
and there's so much there is so much African market in that place that cannot be satisfied.
Oh my God, Africans are everywhere, sir.
They're everywhere. They need to have a taste of their meal. Okay, I think we would seriously look at this.
If I go a month without eating African food, sometimes I can see I'm not eating that much.
Oh my God! Wow!
And the truth is, anywhere you get to in the world, African things are more expensive than the things.
They are.
Yeah, like for you to eat a plate of African food now, you tend to spend more money, but people don't mind.
Yeah, I think we really need to look at it because the taste and the love for it. They will buy it at any amount available. Once it's even available, they are willing to buy.
Yes, sir. So those things are things that, the market is always there, almost any part of it.
Okay.
Yeah, almost any part of it. Yes, sir.
And I hope government regulations are not too stiff.
Yeah, for those who are doing it, they know how to go about it actually. But then government actually allowed that. Okay. Yeah, the government allowed. Because like all these people I'm talking about, like that my friend like this woman here too, like that my friend now, she's in Nigeria sending it to different parts of the world. Like this woman I'm saying now, she's here in Dubai. It's from Nigeria. From is it Cotonou?
That's in
is it Benin Republic now?
Republic of Benin, Cotonou.
Yeah, and all that, and she does that legally and all that. So
and she make good money.
This person is
wow.
I'm talking about the big person. Like this, like this is actually another person actually.
Okay. And this your friend that has shops in Nigeria. How does she manage it? Being over there, having a shop there. Of course, she's sending things from there to Nigeria.
Yeah, like the friend in Nigeria, she doesn't have shop outside the country.
Okay.
Yeah, but she has a network of people and a network of delivery system outside the country.
Okay.
So sometimes I used to get it across to some people. So some of these other people, they get it to the appropriate place.
Okay. I think I love
so our own company is just in Nigeria for now. So, but then, actually, the delivery system now has gone far beyond the way it was before.
Sure.
Because now,
yes, there is a great improvement.
Even now, if you want to eat a plate of food now, just order it now in 2 minutes, or in 5 minutes or 10 minutes.
You have it, yes.
So, like, for some of these people partner together, there are people who can move from state to state. There are people they are only just to copper from street to street. Once you get to the place around a major place, they have to get it to the street or the house or that person. So all of these things. So you put all the costs and everything together. So there's a part you do yourself. There's a part that some other people you have to do to get the final achievement.
I see. And like they do, like it's available here as well. You can order for a bowl of any type of soup online, and you have it at your doorstep. If I ever learned some people order for cow meat, order for goat meat, different, all kinds of things are available now as an opportunity
Even mango, even potato.
even Ogbomoso mango, my goodness. Very good. Because someone was talking something about it yesterday. A student came from Ilaro in Ogun State in Nigeria. Then I said, there used to be plenty mangoes at Ilaro. Then and I remember too, there used to be mango at Ogbomoso and cashew.
Yes, sir.
But people are not taking advantage of all this availability to get them.
Business is everywhere now, sir.
Yeah, though I know there is a challenge with preservation, the refrigeration now, and then transportation. I know there could be a lot of challenge, but I think it's still possible that people can order online and you make it available.
Yes, sir. A lot of people make money from that, sir.
Okay. I think we should be thinking about that too.
They don't have any shop. They don't even have any major capital to start big business.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing they just do is to serve like a link between the person that want to sell it and the person that want to buy it.
Okay.
So even some people just with a bike, they make a lot of money from that.
Oh, I think I'm following. Because again, why we're having this discussion is that nobody should fold up his hand and said there is nothing that I can do. There is everything that you can do. And like one of my mentors do say that hard work doesn't kill, it's only wrong work that kills. So,
yes,
and I think it's important. He recently hosted a conference this week. And I remember him saying that what you don't know, you don't know. What you don't know, you need to learn. Then, and what you don't know, you pay for it.
You pay for it.
If you don't learn, you pay for it. And to me, it's like what you don't know, you don't know. What you don't know, you need to learn. And what you don't know, if you're not going to learn, then you're going to pay for it.
Yes, sir.
Actually,
I think majorly the challenge of people generally, or the challenge anybody has generally is ignorance. Is basically ignorance. There are a lot of opportunity out there. Once one begin to relate with people, you begin to learn another. There are a lot of opportunities.
Even like the scripture said that my people perish for lack of knowledge.
Yes, sir.
Lack of knowledge. The way it is, I'm really enjoying this conversation. I'm not sure we're going to cover it in this episode. We might need to have another episode to look at more other things, because all we're just trying to do, pushing out the information for those of you outside there that you're going over to these other places, that there are opportunity everywhere. But
yes, sir,
you must look out for opportunity. You cannot sit down in your room and cover your head, and maybe all you only do is to read the Bible and pray in your room. I'm not ruling out that. There will be inspiration, there will be things to do, but you still need to arm yourself with information so that by the time you read the Bible and pray, you have inspiration, you have ginger, then you take a step to actualize.
I think the miracle is in the steps, sir.
The miracle is in the step. If you don't take any step, nothing happened. Like those lepers, I think there are about 4 of them.
Yes,
in Second King, and the thinking was, we are hungry, there's no food to eat. The Syrian have laid siege on the city of Samaria, and what are we going to do? Okay, and they agree within themselves. Let's go into if we go into the camp of this guy, it's 2 options: either they spare us or kill us. And by the time they got there, those guys were not there, and there was so much more. And from there, they were able to give the news to the people in town, and it was beautiful. So I can't agree less that there's miracle in taking steps.
Yes, sir, there is. And then I think, the scripture also said that whatsoever,
your hand find to do,
shall prosper. No, that whatsoever it does shall prosper.
Only
when we do, it's only when we do something that it prosper. And really, especially like the world we live in now.
Yes.
Because it's a word that most jobs are so consuming, consume people's time and attention and so much. So there are a lot of menial things that they might not be able to do by themselves. There are a lot of people that their laundry, they just need someone to do it and they will pay good amount
And
of
they will
money
pay
for who
good
can do that.
amount. Is
There's some people
it
even clean
obtainable
their-
to over there?
Of course, anywhere in the world.
Oh my
That-
God.
of course, laundry service is a huge business anywhere in the world, especially outside the country.
Okay.
There are people that just want to clean their house, they just don't have time to. When they see someone that can do it, they pay. Like literally, people will pay for anything you can do well.
Mm, mm,
And
mm.
people can pay it. And really, you know, and really, it's in Nigeria that people are ashamed of work.
Okay. How do you mean?
Like people are ashamed of work. Like in Nigeria now, when somebody washing clothes for another person, is that work he's doing? You know, because everybody believes that until you're not the tie and then you are sitting at a desk, yeah, that they don't really picture the person as a successful person. But funny enough, everything has changed. You don't need to do all that. Even some of these menial job, mere washing for people, you can get a lot of money. Cleaning business is a lot of money. And then retail business, a lot of, in fact, the money is just everywhere. Everybody's looking at the office. Everybody's looking at the office, sitting at the desk. And the world has moved on. It's no longer there.
Putting up a tie, you know, wearing one jacket, powerful jacket. The jacket that he has not paid for, that he just got it on the credit.
He will be broke all his life.
I really see. So this is really an eyes opener. You have no business to be broke. You have no reason to be down. As long as you have your hands and your head is intact. I think there's so many things around us that we're not paying attention to, and that could really fetch us a whole lot of money. Maybe you tell us maybe like 2 or 3 more before we let go of you.
Okay, like exactly what now? Sorry, if I could get to that.
More services. More services.
Okay, that one could offer.
Yes, as an student. Yeah.
Okay, as a student. Yeah. Okay, sir. I think even some schools have some opportunity. Like I remember, like most Indian schools actually, if you can help them with admission process, they pay you a percentage.
What do you help them to do regarding admission?
Yeah, majorly some of these schools, if you can help them, if you help them bring students.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe through you, students get to know about them and all that. And you help in the process, the students eventually qualified and they pick this. So some of them pay, majorly in the admission process. Yeah, there are some of these schools, maybe documentations are not, they might just help you to do some office work. Yeah, office work, you're helping them in typing documents, help them to fill some forms, and some students who could do that. And then there are also maybe some of them in there, gathering the database with compiling information and all that. So they create such opportunities for students who are willing and who have such skills to be able to make to be able to earn some living from that. Yes, sir.
Wow, that's
so
good.
Yes, sir. So I think that's
all right. I think at least these are things to do. These are ways to go, and they are not illegal activities. They are still bound within the ambit of the law over there. Yeah, so I think something. Go ahead.
Okay, sir. Yeah, I think also with currency too, with money and all that. I think it's almost everywhere now. Like sometimes for Africans to get money and all that, sometimes it's somewhere for maybe, especially if you live in a student environment, student may not be able to be going here and there, go and changing money and all that. Like I even like recently in Ukraine, like someone just told me that even in Ukraine was telling me how students get money in Ukraine and all that. So sometimes they get a fellow student who can help them to go and get this money, and then the person help them to change it when they need it, make the profit from it. I don't know if you understand that now. So like, let's say some student want to change money and all that, so he help them to make the country currency available, so they pay in naira and all that.
Okay.
So some
Then you now
students get
charge you a
some money.
commission on it.
Yeah, just a little token on top of it. So from there, you make some little money and all that.
Wow. This is beautiful. So there's still like changing money. So you help them change the money into the country's currency. And
yeah,
then,
basically this. Yeah, yes, sir. This is because our government actually change our policy over almost every time about. So sometimes changing our money to another country money sometimes is a lot of work.
Yeah, especially when you are in Nigeria, but maybe outside, I'm not sure it's as that difficult as it is.
It is actually. It's a lot of work
difficult.
because of it is for it's a lot of work actually. So sometimes if you someone who always have some money available, so when people need it,
you can
they have it available, and then you collect the local our own local money.
Nigerian money.
So from there you can make a lot of money. So
okay, so you don't need to go back to the bank to change the Nigerian currency to the currency of the above. Okay.
I think people will just pay for anything that will save them time.
Definitely. Just help me do it. I don't mind. I'll just pick it. Like I was giving an illustration the other time. What essence of shopping mall? Essence of shopping mall is everything you require is there. So just walk in.
Yes, sir.
And you're willing to buy. Once it's available, why not you buy and go?
It saves your time.
Yeah, it saves your time, and you get what you needed at a very good time, and you are good to go.
Yes, sir.
Wow, I see. This is an eye opening. So, like I said, we would need to continue this conversation. So you help us get more example and some other things one can still do, so that we'll be able to conclude this episode at the next our next discussion.
It's okay, sir.
Thank you very plenty. Thank you very much. We do
appreciate pleasure, sir.
Time. We appreciate your time.
Yes, sir. You're welcome, sir.
All right. So, our dear friend, the information again is with you there as close as you can think now. So there is no more room for excuse or no more room for stories why you cannot live your life as much as you want, as comfortable as you want it to be. There are things that you can do, and a lot of opportunity are greatly available in all these other places. I hope you've learned something today, and it's a commitment to continue to bring all this information at your doorstep. And we hope to see you next time. And remember that the outcome of your life is in your hand, in the decision that you make. The outcome of your life will determine so much on the decision that you make. Decided to walk, you get it. And for other people that are doing wrong work too, like my mentor said that hard work doesn't keep, or wrong work keep. They are equally wrong work. We might talk a bit about that in the next episode. Keep on doing good work, getting inspiration. And remember too, if you are not born again, you need to be born again so that God can help you. As we discussed, he said, whatever your hands find to do, do it. God can help you, give you inspiration, give you a good connection, and help you to skate through your life. It's the only one that can guarantee that. Satan would not give that, but God will give that. So at this point, we'll be leaving you, and I hope you have a wonderful time. Do as much as you can do and be the best that you can. Till next time, God bless you. Thank you.